Now we're going to look at more examples of finding equations of lines, looking at graphs in different ways. It says the model shows the total cost of joining a gym. Write an equation of the line and explain the meaning of the slope and the y-intercept. The slope and the y-intercept will be explained in the guided practice for this, but we'll go through and find the equation of the line. If you notice, again, you have 2 points on the line. Think about what each point means. So if we have 2, this is 2 months, and the cost is $231. At 5 months, the cost is $363. I'm getting that because the x-coordinate is months and the y-coordinate is dollars. So basically, if we look at where it crosses the y-axis, that should be the initial cost, how much it costs just to join the gym. The slope is going to end up telling us what the monthly cost is. So we have a variable cost and a fixed cost, and we'll talk about that more in a little bit. But let's look at the equation of the line. Again, I'm going to go through this pretty quick. We start off by finding the slope. The y-coordinates are 363 and 231, so that's going to end up being on top. On the bottom, we're going to have 5 and 2. We subtract the top and the bottom. We get 132 over 3, or 44. So what that's telling us is that if we go up 44, we go over 1. That means that it's going to be $44 per month. Cost per month. Okay? And now we want to find the y-intercept. Again, what we do is we take the slope that's here and plug it into the equation y equals mx plus b. So we have y equals mx plus b. Plug the 44 in, plus choose one of the 2 points. Let's go back one more time. We can either choose 2, 31 and plug that in for x and y, or 5, 363. We will get the same answer either way. So in this case, if we plug in, we get 2 and 231 was what they did. The x was 2 months for $231. We multiply that out and we subtract it from both sides. We would get 143. Again, this would give us 88, and if we subtracted 88 from 231, we'd get 143. So this is our y-intercept. This is how much it initially costs to get in the gym. The monthly cost would be $44. The equation, we use this slope, this y-intercept, we'd get y equals 44x plus 143. Now for this next problem, it says here's another total cost for the gym. It says what's the meaning of the slope and the y-intercept. So in this case, our fixed cost is $125. Our variable cost is $50. It cost $125 to sign up for the gym, and then it's $50 a month. So the monthly fee is the slope. Y-intercept is initial cost to join the gym. Now we're going to graph this line. We're going to do it using something called the intercept method. So we're going to find the x-intercept, which is where the graph crosses the x-axis, and we're going to find the y-intercept, which is where it crosses the y-axis. So since it's in standard form, we can use the intercept method. And another thing I would do is really only use the intercept method if the coefficient of x and the coefficient of y end up being factors of this number right here. So if you notice, 12 is divisible by 3 and 12 is divisible by 4. It makes it really easy to use the intercepts here. And the way we do this is we start off finding the x-intercept by letting y equal to 0. The reason we do that is if a point is on the x-axis, then the y-coordinate is 0. And I'll show you that in a little bit. So we're going to take this 0 and we're going to plug it in for y. If we do that, we end up with 3x plus 4 times 0 equals 12. 4 times 0 is 0, so really we have 3x equals 12. And if we do 3x equals 12 and divide both sides by 3, we get x equals 4. For the y-intercept, you would think it should be the opposites, and it is. For the y-intercept, x is equal to 0. And again, that's because every point that's on the y-axis has x equal to 0, and I'll show you why in a sec. So anyways, we again plug in x, or 0 for x, and we'll get 3 times 0 plus 4y equals 12. That'll give us 4y equals 12, and if we divide both sides by 4, we end up with y equals 3. The 2 points we're going to get, and this will be on the next page, but the x-intercept, because of the points that are given here, that will give us 4 for our x and 0 for our y. Over here, we will get x for our 0 and 3 for our y. And then all we need to do is plot those points, connect the dots, and have it go beyond those dots, and we have our graph. So again, the intercepts are at 4, 0, and 0, 3. This is the x-intercept at 4, 0, y-intercept at 0, 3. We graph those 2 points. We continue it throughout, and we get our line. So let's do this again. I'm not going to do the actual graph, but I'll do the work for it. So we're going to start off with our x-intercept, and remember with the x-intercept, we know y is equal to 0. If y is equal to 0, we get 2x plus 3 times 0 equals 6, or 2x equals 6. If we divide both sides by 2, x is equal to 3, and so our first point is at 3, 0. And for our y-intercept, we know that x is equal to 0, so we're going to plug in 2 times 0, and this should have been minus as well, but it didn't make a difference. Minus 3y is equal to 6. Again, we have negative 3y equals 6, and dividing both sides by a negative 3, we get y is equal to negative 2. This gives us the point 0 for x, negative 2 for y. We're going to end up plotting 3, 0 on the x-axis, negative 0, negative 2 on the y-axis. And if we do that, it looks something like that. There's 3, 0, and this is 0, negative 2. I was going to talk, by the way, again about the points on the x-axis. This is 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0. So all of those have y equals 0. That's why for the x-intercept, y equals 0. And then this is 0, negative 1, 0, negative 2, 0, negative 3. This is 0, 1, and 0, 2. All of those points have the x-axis, or the x-coordinate, equal to 0. Therefore, for the y-intercept, x is equal to 0. Graphing this line is fairly easy. I showed you this before. I'm just going to show you what it looks like. The key is it's going through the y-axis at 4. So imagine what that looks like. It would look something like this. It's going through the y-axis at 4, and as you can see, all of the points have y equals 4 here. So what I would do is just start plotting points so that it goes through the y-axis at 4, and then we get our graph. Similarly, if we have x equals negative 3, this is going to go through the x-axis at negative 3, so we're going to get a vertical line. It's going to look something like this. Again, what I would do is go out to x equals 3 and just start plotting points where x is equal to 3, and it goes through the x-axis at 3. And that's it. Thank you.